Hello everybody, it's me, Steve. Today I'm going to plug this book. It's actually been out for a while, but I wanted to have a physical hard copy here for you to see how this thing is. It is called the Geologic Field Notebook. This is where you can find it on Amazon. If you type in Geologic Field Notebook Bauman, this comes up. Now, this is kind of my version of this, right? This book here is pretty good and has served me very well. I have books more than 20 years old of this, but it's lacking some things that I thought needed adding, so I did it here. But this also has a drawback, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not Right in the Rain. This is. That's probably the biggest disadvantage of this. Also, this in the back has a lot of charts and stuff you can use. I did not put those in here. I did put a couple of pages of standard geologic symbols that you might use in the field, and a place where you can add your own if you would like. That's it. I don't have a bunch of lengthy stuff in there. Why? Because I made this. I know not everyone's in the Midwest, but it's still a decent guide, so you could take both of these out in the field with you if you wanted to. This is the hardcover version. There is a matte softcover as well to this. So these two can be used together. You don't have to be. So why did I do this? Well, for one thing, these all come in yellow for this title, for number 540F. They don't come in any other color. I happen to buy the yellow one, but this comes in many colors, even camouflage. There's got to be a color you like there. It's not every color, but it's pretty much the rainbow colors with the camouflage one. I don't have a black one or anything like that. But this here is $33. This here I think is $5 to $7 cheaper. This might be, these used to be, well, I remember these are like 16 or 15 bucks. I think they're 25-ish now, plus or minus, somewhere around there. If you need something to write in the rain or you're in a winter environment with snow, stick with these. All right? It's just the best. I could not make Write in the Rain. Didn't have that ability through Amazon. There are about 137 note-taking pages in here. So, you know, you can do it to your, and as you can see here you have titles on 2 pages, then you have line grids here, and then you have grids here. I changed that a little bit because I didn't really like that. And plus, it's kind of dark there. I mean, with modern technology, you can scan it pretty easily, and it's a non-issue. But, you know, when these books came out, or I started using them 25 years ago, it was a little bit of an issue. But this is hardcover only, just like this. You can't get this in softcover. It's, as you can see, it's not as thick. There's only about 120 pages in here of actual notes. And this is what it looks like. Here you have a header. You have light gray lines here and here. No header over here. You can always write a continuation or another header here. I didn't see the point of doing it both sides. I think it wastes space. I also changed what it is a little bit here. This has location, field personnel, because the person who owns this book may not be writing in this book. And you have the project. I don't have client, but you could put that there if you wanted to. It's no big deal. So, yeah, we have this. We have gray lines. You can write on this in pencil or pen easily. The Write in the Rain is really meant to be written on in pencil without special expensive pens, because that's how the coating on the pages is. So this too, also, if you look at this here, I'm not going to show you because I don't want to give away my personal information, but you look at this here, you see a table of contents. That's it. That's your one page of table of contents. It doesn't even fill the page. It really annoys me. So I went and I added, I believe, 4, and they're all green. No matter what the color of the book is, the insides are exactly the same on every color. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of table of contents, and you get right into it. Something else I added. I did this here, which is in here. There is something like that in here. But I wanted to put a little reward section here and any notes or anything you might have. Like you might be the one, say you are the only one filling out this book, but you don't own this book. You might want to note that in there or leave something in there like, you know, upon my passing, please submit this to whatever library, something like that. And a little reward section, because I've actually had my backpack stolen from me out of my truck before. Now, fortunately, they stole the Brunton and the GPS and a couple other pieces of equipment. You might be like, whoa, Steve, that stuff's really expensive. Yeah, it is. But that stuff's replaceable. Yeah, it hurt me financially, but I could replace it. Once you start writing in here from field work you've done, that time is gone. That work is in the past. You've recorded it. It takes a lot more time and money to replace something like this. And fortunately, the guy dumped it. Whoever the crackhead was, tossed it to the side of the road. So, there is a reward page in here if you need it. The pages are pretty high quality. They don't tear easily. You can fold them, stuff like that. And the cover is in matte, not gloss, just like this one is. This is in gloss and hardcover, but the soft cover is not in gloss. Why? Why? Well, for a couple reasons. As you can see here, this, look at how much more that reflects the light than this does. You get a lot more reflection from the light with the gloss than the matte. And that has an advantage. You can toss this up onto a rock outcrop like that, take a photo and not have to worry about a ton of glare that would cover potentially your scale. This has a scale on the cover. This does too. If you want to use that too. This, like I said, the soft cover is matte, so here you have just, this one's a lot classier, if you will, than this one is, but this one's more practical in my opinion. I kind of simplified it and then put centimeters on top and a more pronounced lettering system. So if you do take a picture of this, even from maybe 1.5 meters away, you can still read this. So you know what scale you're using. So that's why that was done. I think, oh wait, notes. Notes, I gotta cover those. At the very end, I also added a bunch of pages starting on 128. Oh, I guess I do have about 130 pages here of notes to 137 of just notes. Why did I do this? Well, for a couple reasons. Because a lot of times in here I'll have references. Papers I refer, something like that that's relevant throughout the book, or at least a good part of it. So I'll write it at the end. A lot of times I have written it in the book, but if I don't know, but if I know I need a reference and I don't know where it is, sorry, cat's on the bed, probably going to shake it. It might be hard to find. So I did that here so you can write your references, a paper, a textbook, whatever, and put the page numbers that use it from here to here. You can also put your abbreviations you use here. I abbreviate a lot of things, like very coarse sand. I'm not going to write that out 10 times if I don't need to. I'll put v.co.sand or SS, something like that. This is a place to write that so you can explain it so you don't have to do it over and over again or at the very beginning and take up valuable space. It's all at the end. Anyway, this is coming up on 9 minutes. I think I've sold this to you the best I can. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And if you would like to purchase this, remember, it comes in a bunch of different colors. Type in Geologic Field Notebook Baumann, B-A-U-M-A-N-N, and this comes right up. Have a good day.